to know in 2025, a must-read guide for drone enthusiasts. Introduction. The world of drones is evolving rapidly, and so are the laws that regulate them. Whether you're a recreational flyer, a commercial drone pilot, or a hobbyist, staying updated on the latest drone regulations is crucial to avoiding fines and legal trouble. In 2025, new drone laws and regulations have been introduced worldwide, changing how pilots can operate their unmanned aerial vehicles, UAVs. This guide will walk you through the most critical drone laws you need to know in 2025, ensuring that you stay compliant and can enjoy flying your drone without any legal hassles. 1. Mandatory remote ID for all drones. One of the most significant drone regulations in 2025 is the mandatory use of remote identification, remote ID, for all drones weighing more than 250 grams. This law, introduced by the Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, and adopted in several countries, requires drones to broadcast identification and location information in real time. What does this mean for drone pilots? If your drone lacks built-in remote ID capabilities, you must attach an external remote ID module. Law enforcement and regulatory agencies can track drones in restricted areas to prevent unauthorized flights. Without remote ID, your drone may not be legally allowed to take off in certain locations. Before purchasing a new drone, ensure it is remote ID compliant to avoid any issues with the law. No-fly zones are expanding. Governments worldwide are implementing stricter no-fly zones to protect critical infrastructure, government buildings, and crowded areas. These no-fly zones are enforced with geofencing technology, which prevents drones from entering restricted airspace. Key no-fly zones in 2025: airports and military bases, national parks and wildlife reserves, power plants and government facilities, large public events and stadiums. If your drone enters a restricted zone, authorities may track and disable it remotely. Always check airspace restrictions before flying. 3. Stricter licensing requirements for commercial pilots. For those using drones for commercial purposes, such as aerial photography, surveying, or delivery, licensing requirements are now stricter in 2025. Many countries now require drone operators to pass an advanced drone pilot certification exam, which includes knowledge of aviation safety, weather patterns, and emergency procedures. Additionally, commercial drone pilots must register their drones with aviation authorities, obtain liability insurance in case of accidents, undergo periodic training and recertification. If you're using drones for business, make sure you meet these updated legal requirements to avoid hefty fines. 4. Increased penalties for illegal drone activities. Governments are cracking down on illegal drone activities such as flying without a permit in restricted areas, spying or capturing unauthorized footage, transporting illegal substances. In 2025, penalties for drone law violations have increased, including higher fines, drone confiscation, and in severe cases, criminal charges. Some countries have even introduced drone detection systems that can track unauthorized flights in real time. To stay compliant, always check local drone laws before flying and avoid restricted zones. 5. New privacy laws for drone users. With the rise of drone photography and surveillance, privacy concerns head to tougher drone laws in 2025. Many countries now require consent before filming private property, clear identification of commercial drones used for data collection, strict rules on storing and sharing drone footage. If you're using a drone for filming, ensure you respect people's privacy rights to avoid legal trouble. 6. Special rules for drone deliveries. Drone delivery services are expanding in 2025, with companies like Amazon and Google leading the way. However, strict regulations now govern drone deliveries, including specific flight corridors for delivery drones, weight and payload restrictions, mandatory emergency landing protocols. If you're interested in drone delivery services, ensure you understand the licensing and safety requirements before launching your business. 7. Recreational drone flyers need to pass a safety test. Even if you're flying for fun, many countries now require recreational drone pilots to pass an online safety test before taking off. These tests cover basic drone laws and regulations, airspace awareness, emergency procedures. After passing the test, pilots receive a certification, which may be required during random checks by authorities. 8. Weather restrictions for drone flights. Due to increasing climate concerns, many regions now restrict drone flights during extreme weather conditions, such as heavy rain or storms, high winds above a certain speed, low visibility, fog or nighttime without proper lighting. These regulations aim to reduce drone accidents and crashes caused by poor weather conditions. 9. AI-enabled drones must follow new ethical guidelines. With the rise of AI-powered drones, new ethical and legal guidelines ensure responsible drone usage. AI-enabled drones used for surveillance, security, or military purposes must follow strict data protection and safety laws. In commercial applications, AI drones must avoid autonomous decision-making that can cause harm, comply with anti-surveillance laws in certain countries, be programmed to respect no-fly zones. International drone travel regulations are changing. Traveling with a drone in 2025 requires careful planning, as many countries have introduced stricter import and operation rules. Some nations now require special permits for foreign drone pilots, on-arrival drone registration, customs declaration for high-end drones. If you're planning to fly your drone in a different country, always check local regulations before your trip. Final thoughts: stay informed and fly responsibly. As drone technology advances, so do the regulations that keep airspace safe and organized. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced pilot, understanding the drone laws of 2025 will help you avoid fines, protect privacy rights, and enjoy flying responsibly. By following the latest drone laws, you can ensure that your drone adventures remain fun, legal, and hassle-free.